How do I create a stadium in Google SketchUp? It's quite simple. Start with one line of 20 meters horizontally across the green axis. 20 meters is important because if you put 4 20 meters, 4 times 20 meters, 80 meters is one width of the pitch. You start with making a stand by 1 meter horizontally and 50 centimeters vertically. Then you put some rows behind it. Next you are going to make the next stand, and those rows are a bit steeper. It's 19 centimeters vertically, horizontally, and 60 centimeters vertically. You put some rows in it, so now you got your first appearance of a stand. For a realistic look, I made these pillars. They're not 3D, actually 2D, but it always looks fine. Just let your imagination do its work. You can see the supports here for the stand are being made. I'm not painting anything yet. I'm not giving anything any color yet. Because that will be in a later stage, which saves you time. The first things I do now is the things I want to have made out of concrete. Next you select it and you just copy paste. Next thing I did was making the floors for the entrances and for some other things. Then I gave it all a nice concrete color, because modern stadiums are mostly concrete. Then I started with the entrances. I put these entrances 1 meter wide, and if I'm ready they are going to be two next to each other, so it will be 2 meters wide. You erase the lines from the entrances, just like seen here. And there are your 2 entrances. The same thing can be done on the second tire. Also again 1 meter in width. You put some on top of each other so it's high enough for people to get through. And you copy paste, get it next to it, and you got another entrance. Next thing are the barriers. I made these 1 meter high, because that's the usual standard, and I've made them out of glass, safety glass. The same thing can be done on the front of the stand. Then I'm going to start with the most important thing, seating. Leave room for a stairway. I always use 1 meter. And I use my texture. It's a simple texture which you can make yourself. And you again simply copy paste it. Notice I leave one spot open because I have to get back there in a later stage. Now moving on to the second tire and do again the same. The rows of the seats are 50 centimeters high. It's the most convenient and the most easy way to make your seating. Most stairs I make 2 meters wide. I make the back walls out of metal. Again, a very nice barrier. Then I have to get these ones, they're a little bit smaller, so I have to make them separately and then copy and paste. Then there are some barriers on the back of the stand. Here I had some problems. And then also those are painted in. Then the most important thing comes, the roof, because everyone needs to sit dry. I usually take the degree out of making one horizontally line to the first row, and the length that line is, 1/10 of that length I will use to go up. That's how I get a very nice and realistic curve, so the rainwater will drop off on the backside. Then make it look fancy with all using the metal and stuff. And give it a metal color. Put the roof panels in. Put some boarding in. And put these lines in. There you go. That's a great piece of stand. Then you select it all. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, copy paste, and you got a stand which is 120 meters wide, the normal length of a pitch, 20 meters per section, and so you can make your own stadium. I hope this was useful. See you next time.